Since 2023 was getting to an end, we were thinking where we could spend some of the colder months. And to be honest, our favorite region in Europe at this time of the year is Andalusia. We love so many things about it, and in this video we want to show you how winter in Andalusia looks like, and we'll also give you a better insight on how much it can cost. Besides this, we just purchased our dream camper that we still needed to get used to and change some things around it as well.
Andalusia was also the perfect place for us to get used to van life, although we didn't move in directly and live in there full time. We enjoyed our new camper mostly during the weekends. Sometimes we would explore neighboring regions, such as the ones that we showed you in the last video.
If you haven't seen it yet, you can find it in the link up here.
But sometimes we would just drive to some nearby beaches and spend some relaxing time there.
Although we've had a mini camper for a long time, it was more like a camping car that allowed us to explore some more remote regions and sleep in the nature.
But we've never had a vehicle where we actually lived inside.
We actually also never even rented a bigger camper on RV before purchasing Faya, which is her name, which was kind of risky and spontaneous decision, but so far we're really enjoying the experience. Food in Andalusia is simply amazing. And one of those guilty pleasures, which I really do love with a lot of passion, is churros with chocolate. Every Saturday or Sunday, we would visit religiously this small stall where those ladies would make freshly the best churros on this planet. They are so crunchy outside and fluffy inside. They are not greasy at all. The best way to enjoy them is to dip them into a cup of thick, hot chocolate. Or if you want to enjoy simply their crunchiness, then just dip them into some sugar.
This is called diabetes.
What a healthy way to start the day.
One of the main reasons that we like Andalusia during the autumn and winter months is its mild climate. It is the southernmost region of continental Europe, and it stays pretty warm even during the winter months. On sunny days, even already in December, one can still walk on the beach and enjoy the sun wearing just a t-shirt. It does get a bit more chilly during the late afternoon and during the evening hours, but it is usually comfortable enough to have a nice sunset walk wearing just a sweater. Or maybe sit at one of the many beachfront bars and enjoy a nice glass of beer or wine, or like this time, an Aperol Spritz.
For a very affordable price, eh? Since it's low season here in winter, the rental prices become much more affordable in comparison to the summer months. That's why we treated ourselves very well, and because I really needed it. And we got a small apartment with beautiful views of the Mediterranean Sea. It costs us about 950 euros per month on Airbnb, but you can also get something from around 750 euros per month. It was just the perfect way for us to get slowly used to van life during the weekends, to focus on work during the weekdays, and to get some rest from the previous trips. Oh, and to prepare ourselves for the next adventures. If you haven't seen our videos about Greece, you can find them up there. This winter we stayed in the small coastal town of Algarrobo Costa, which is situated in the Costa del Sol. Thanks to this location, we could go and discover smaller towns which are close by, just like Nerja, Frigiliana, or Almuñécar. Frigiliana counts as one of the most beautiful villages in Spain, and here you can see why. It is a typical Andalusian white village with narrow streets and lots of beautiful decoration. But don't forget about Nerja. Nerja is also a very nice town right on the coast of Costa del Sol and is quite popular among the European tourists. Although Frigiliana is best for a day trip, in Nerja you can stay for longer, and they also have very nice hotels, restaurants and cafes. What is our favorite part of Nerja is definitely the tapas. On the main street you get decent restaurants with nice tapas, nice decoration, but when you know where to look at, you can find these local bars where they just give you the best tapas ever.
Although tapas are paid usually separately in Malaga province,
here in Nerja they are still included in the drinks. They are really masters in it, so the seafood is still very soft inside, but around it it's very crunchy and not greasy at all. So some of our favorite dishes or tapas are quisquillas, rejos, and cazón en adobo. And of course the most typical, which is carne en salsa. It's basically meat in a tomato sauce, and it's the king of tapas.
unfortunately our alcohol consumption here in Andalusia is a bit higher than what we'd like it to be. The tapas culture here in Andalusia really incentivizes us to drink a bit more than we usually do. But we have nothing to complain about, because we really love the tapas. It is one of another reasons why we love this region of Spain so much.
The concept of tapas is not the same in all Andalusia though, not to mention the entire Spain. In Granada and Almeria, one would usually get a free tapa with every drink. In some places you get to choose the tapa that you want to have, while in others they are simply brought to you. Sometimes they could be just a small dish with your drink, but sometimes they could be so large that you actually don't need a dinner afterwards. But if you go for a proper lunch or dinner, it would cost you more or less around 30 euros per 2 persons.
Meanwhile, in regions like Malaga, the tapas are usually paid separately, but the drinks there are usually slightly cheaper in comparison. Also, the tapas are a bit more elaborated, looking more like the pinchos in northern Spain.
Check out our videos about this region if you're interested.
Another reason that we love Andalusia, well, probably Spain in general, is the quality of its infrastructure. Each time that we stay here, we'd get some family and friends visiting, because it is simply so well connected to the rest of Europe, with so many airports, and the highways here are such a joy to drive on. They are very well built, well maintained, and extremely relaxing to cruise on with almost no traffic, except a few sections near the big cities though. Sometimes we could simply set the tempomat to cruising speed, enjoy the views of the surrounding mountains, and would not see another vehicle for ages.
For someone coming from Germany, where there's traffic in every corner of the country, it is such a dream. After this beautiful months of relaxation and preparation, we parked our beloved Faya for winter, celebrated Christmas and New Year's with family and friends, and headed on for a brand new adventure in Asia. Oh, and during this month in Andalusia, we spent around 1,900 euros for rent, eating out, groceries, and activities for both of us, which makes around 950 euros per person. Thank you for watching this video, and if you liked it, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you. And see you in the next one.
Asia.